Welcome back to Crown Drive. Today, we're taking the wheel of a true icon of luxury and performance, the BMW X5. Bold design, powerful presence, and innovation at its core. The BMW X5 has always been one of those SUVs that manages to hit the sweet spot between luxury, performance, and everyday practicality. And now, with the 2026 model rolling in, BMW has turned things up a notch. If you thought the last X5 was impressive, wait until you see what they've done with this one. Because it's not just an upgrade, it feels like BMW is setting the tone for the next generation of premium SUVs. The first thing you notice right away is the design. BMW has sharpened things up, giving the X5 a much bolder look without losing that signature class it's always been known for. The kidney grille is a little more sculpted. The LED headlights are slimmer and more aggressive, and the stance is wider and more athletic. From the side profile, it feels less like a family hauler and more like a sporty, confident machine that still knows how to handle the daily grind. It definitely gives off Mini X7 vibes, but with that perfectly sized balance that's made the X5 a fan favorite for years. Now, under the hood, this is where things get even more interesting. BMW has doubled down on electrification, which means you're not just getting powerful gas engines anymore. You're getting hybrids that blend performance with efficiency. The xDrive 40i is still here with that smooth 3-liter turbo inline-6, now paired with mild hybrid technology to give you around 375 horsepower. It's strong, quick off the line, and efficient enough for city and highway runs. But the star of the lineup for many people is the xDrive 50e plug-in hybrid. This one cranks things up to nearly 483 horsepower when the gas engine and electric motor work together, and it can run on pure electric power for about 35 to 40 miles. Imagine running errands or commuting without burning a drop of fuel, and then having that BMW punch waiting when you want to stretch its legs on the highway. And for those who crave maximum performance, BMW hasn't forgotten about you. The M60i with its twin-turbo V8 delivers over 500 horsepower. And yes, it sounds as glorious as you'd expect. 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds in a family SUV, that's wild. It's basically a luxury rocket on wheels. But here's where BMW has really made the X5 feel more versatile. Off-road capability. It's not a Wrangler or a Land Cruiser, of course, but BMW has given the new X5 better traction management, adaptive suspension, and drive modes that let you take it off the beaten path with confidence. Gravel roads, light trails, snow. The system adjusts everything from throttle, response to suspension settings, to keep things smooth and controlled. So you're not just buying a luxury city SUV, you're getting one that can handle a mountain getaway or a snowy. Inside, BMW has taken the luxury up another level. You're greeted with a massive curved display that combines a 12-inch digital instrument cluster with a nearly 15-inch central infotainment screen. It's sleek, futuristic, and loaded with BMW's latest iDrive system. The graphics are crisp, the menus are more intuitive, and voice control has gotten a lot smarter. You also get all the premium touches you'd expect. Soft-touch leather, ambient lighting that can change to match your mood, and a cabin layout that feels more like a lounge than a vehicle. Seating is as comfortable as ever with plenty of room for 5. BMW has streamlined the X5 lineup to focus on this configuration, and it really works. The back seats are supportive, the cargo area is generous, and for families or long-distance travelers, it strikes the right balance between space and comfort. The plug-in hybrid does eat up a tiny bit of cargo room due to the battery, but for most people, it won't be an issue. Now let's talk about pricing. Because the 2026 X5 does come with that premium BMW tag. The base xDrive 40i starts around $66,000 in the US, with the xDrive 40i just a bit higher. The plug-in hybrid comes in closer to the mid-70s, and the M60i rockets into the $90,000 range. Of course, if you start adding options and packages, and we all know BMW loves its packages, the price can climb well past $100,000. But here's the thing. Compared to rivals like the Mercedes GLE or Audi Q7, the X5 still holds its own in value because of how well it blends, driving excitement with daily usability. And that brings me to one of the most exciting parts, how it stacks up against the previous model. If you've driven the last X5, You'll notice, right? A way that the 2026 version feels sharper and more refined. The design tweaks make it look fresher. The hybrid tech adds real-world efficiency, and the interior tech jump gives it a futuristic edge. It doesn't feel like BMW just slapped on a facelift. It feels like a carefully thought-out evolution, building on what people already loved and fixing the small things that could be better. In short, the 2026 BMW X5 isn't just an update, it's a statement. It says that the luxury SUV world doesn't have to choose between power, efficiency, and comfort. You can have it all, and you can have it with that signature BMW driving feel that's made this model so iconic over the years. Whether you're eyeing it for family duty, daily driving, or just the thrill of owning something that makes every trip special, the new X5 is shaping up to be one of the most complete SUVs on the market. So, what do you think? Is the hybrid tech enough to win you over? Or are you sticking with the raw power of that V8? Either way, BMW has given us plenty to be excited about. And I have a feeling the 2026 X5 is going to turn a lot of heads when it officially hits the streets.